This is the history of the Ottoman Empire. At the forefront of this movement were the Young Turks, a group which wanted to replace the centuries-old governmental system of sultan and ministers with a modern, constitutional monarchy, alongside a Western-style parliament and civil service. In 1908, they launched a revolution. However, the Young Turks were a loosely formed alliance of various political groups, including liberals, academics, and also more conservative elements, including the military. As a result, they were unable to rule by consensus or agreement after the revolution of 1908, and for years into the 1910s, the Ottoman state continued to have tumultuous internal politics, which only exacerbated the empire's collapse. Ultimately, the end for the Ottoman Empire would come from both within and without, being inextricably linked to the outbreak of the First World War. Up until this point, the Turks had avoided becoming involved with the two main military alliances that had developed amongst the European great powers in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. These were the Triple Entente powers of France, Russia and Britain, and the Triple Alliance powers of Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy. When conflict finally broke out in the summer of 1914, the Turks saw an opportunity to push back against the Russian advancements made over the past century, and so decided to join Germany alongside Austria-Hungary and Italy as part of the Central Powers. The Ottomans had mixed fortunes during the war. On the one hand, they scored a major victory against the British and Anzac forces during the ill-judged Gallipoli campaign, but in the Middle East and the Levant, they lost much of their territory to the Arab Revolt of 1916 to 1918, which was instigated by the British adventurer T.E. Lawrence, better known as Lawrence of Arabia. Overall, the war was a disaster for the Turks. As like with Germany and Austria-Hungary, it simply could not maintain the war effort, and by 1918, the Turkish military was in collapse across numerous fronts.